Hello and welcome to a Sundae Campers video. My name is David and this is Katie.
Hello.
And today we will be showing you how to put up the retro style awning which is supplied with the campervan. Right, when you found the perfect pitch and have the all important cup of tea, you need to take the awning off of the roof rack. Now you can get up to the roof rack by standing on the back bumper and taking off the rear bungee straps and sliding it all forward and then taking off the front ones, or if you can't quite reach the front ones you can access it through the pop top window. Okay, thank you. Now the poles are quite heavy so you may need an assistant to give you a hand. Got them?
Yep.
And this one's the canvas. Okay. After you've got the canvas and the poles on the ground, we find it easier to take all the poles out the bag and try and put them in some sort of order, either matching shape or matching length. We've got all the legs there, we've got some curved parts there, the front porchway or awning is there, and these three are the main poles that run from the front to the back. Now these are quite easy to put together because they are joined, so you just clip them like that. And we find it easier again just to lay them out in a rough place where they're going to go. So they go together like that, and the third one like that. Right, now you see you've got two like this and two like that and one like this. Well, this is the centre one, and the pieces marked, pieces with the red tape on go at the front. Now they're all colour coded, so you'll find that other poles have got the colour on, so it's quite easy, just match it with the colour, slide it in and clip it there. Right, that's the frame together. We haven't fully extended the legs because we do that after the cover is on. What we need to do is move the frame back towards the camper just so it's in a rough position where it's going to end up. Okay?
Yep.
You need to place it about 2 foot away from the camper and with the door towards that end. Right, now we need to get the canvas out of the bag. Now we usually get the canvas out of the bag and lay it on the ground because sometimes it's been packed away back to front or inside out or whatever, and it's usually easiest to lay it on the ground and find out where the front is, and then we can put it onto the frame. Right, we've got it in the right position. The way to tell the back from the front is the back has got these elasticated parts down the side where it attaches to the campervan, and there's also a place to put a pole through where it attaches to the gutter. This is the right way. This is the outside because the guy ropes are there. You've got a window at the front, door on that side, and also a window on the right hand side. So now what we have to do is gather it together and place it on the frame. Okay? Right, well what we have to do now is take the front frame section off for the overhang because the actual canvas fits through a couple of openings, well the poles fit through a couple of openings on the canvas, so if we just take the front bit out. And then we just put that down there. And then we can carry on fixing the canvas. Just a handy tip, if it is a little bit windy, like today, you can, I find it best just to put a couple of pegs in and put the guy ropes on loosely, just so it doesn't all blow away. Like that. If you just leave them loose, and then it won't end up in the next field. So put those over there, and then we put the back corners down. The corner off. Right. Now what we need to do is raise it to the full height. Now you do that one side at a time. Katie, if you'd like to get on the front pole, make sure you've got loose guy ropes. That's not actually attached. There we are. Right. Grab the canvas and then lift the pole up and slide the rest of the pole out. There we are. And then you do the same the other side. Okay. Right, the next job is to attach it to the camper van. Right, this is the actual pole that threads through the canvas and attaches into the guttering. Now it's held in the guttering by these clamps. There are 3 of these, and they just clamp around the canvas and the pole and the gutter and hold it all together. This needs to be threaded through the back. Right, well, the pole sits in the guttering like so, and the clamp just holds it in the guttering. It doesn't need to be done upside, because we might adjust it from side to side when we've actually sorted everything out. Right, there's one clamp that goes in the middle and one at the far end. Right, next job is just to move the whole awning forward, just so it tightens this section up here and it's in the right position. So if you'd like to go around the other side, Katie. You okay?
Yep.
Right, forward. There we are. That's about as tight as you're going to get it, really. Right, this clamp needs to be above this pillar, and this, you can either peg it down there so you can still access the door, or peg it in front of the wheel so you've got a little bit more room inside. What we need to do now is to go around and just peg it all down, really, peg all the sides down. Now, it's probably best when you're pegging it down to find the corners and peg them down first, and then make sure it's all nice and tight and nice and straight, and then you can go around afterwards and peg these bits down. We've got 2 types of pegs. We've got the metal normal type tent pegs, and we've got the grey ground sheet pegs. Now the metal pegs go through the elasticated bands and obviously into the ground, and the grey pegs go through the these plastic outer bits. There's one in there. You could have put that on the same one, but we've got quite a few grey pegs, so, and they go in there. For these sections, peg down slightly under the campervan, just so you've got a nice snug fit down through there. So again, you put a metal tent peg in there, and then your ground sheet pegs in through the brass ring in the plastic section. And the same for the front. Now obviously when you go out for the day, you need to take those out. You don't really want to run over those. You don't want to end up with a puncture. And that's all the pegging done. It's just the front overhang section that needs to go on now. For this, you just put it back into the frame like so. Okay. You push it in quite a bit. And then this section comes over. And there's some Velcro ties just to keep it all together to tie it onto the framework. Once that's done, you can just tap it out so it's nice and tight, and then do the bolts up underneath. And there we go. That's the main awning up. Now we just have to finish off with a few bits and bobs inside, and then we can put the inner tent up. Right, there are a few Velcro straps around the edge as well, which just keeps the outer cover into the poles really, and they can be done up. And then we've got this inner section which needs to be pegged down, which is very similar to the doing the main awning. You just find, probably better if this was closed off actually. So you just find an elastic loop like that and then peg it in. Like so. And then there's one there as well. Right, and then it's just the inner tent, which goes in that area there. This is actually a ceiling which you can put up in this area, but we don't usually bother with that. But that just clips to the poles, clips to the frame. Right, this is the inner tent. It's quite a large inner tent. That's the front with the zippers. Now we've got these hooks. Now they actually go onto the elastic bands under there. So you hook one on there, do the rear one on the one under there. So that was come up. Let's do that one again. And the other two. And the front one onto there. Like that. So it's fairly simple from there. You just peg these up to the main frame on the side there. On the front. And that's it, one in a tent. Well, we've got a breathable ground sheet for this area because a lot of campsites are insisting on a breathable ground sheet now, so it doesn't actually make the grass go yellow and kill the grass off. We've also got a windbreak to go between the wheels just to stop any nasty drafts coming through. Now that's quite simply, there it is there, and that's elasticated and it just fits over the wheels, and that ends up in the middle there, and then again you've just peg it down. I just thought I'd mention we've got a heavy duty anchorage strap in case it gets extremely windy. Now what it is, you've got a couple of nice big pegs, one go either side, and then you've got a nice hefty strap to go across the, not across the centre, just towards the front, just to keep it all down. I'll just show you how to put that in. So the pegs go probably near that seam on the ground like that. Right, one end's got a spring and the other has got a ring just to go over the peg. There it is there. Thanks, Katie. That goes over the other peg. Right, so you can put that on there. Do you want to take that around the other side? As if it reaches.
Okay?
Yeah. Is that the loose one?
Yeah.
Okay. Go and put the peg in around the other side. Just hold that on. Katie's holding the other end and I'll just adjust this end to suit. Don't really want to put too much pressure on, but just enough to keep it all down. Is that okay, that in?
Yeah, perfect.
And that's it now. All nice and secure in case it gets really windy. When you want to go out for the day, all you need to do is take out the tent pegs at the bottom there, undo the clamps all the way along the top. There's only 3. And then it drops down there, and there's loops and tags, and you can tie it all up nice and neat out of the way. Some up to the top, and this there's a couple along bottom, and that's it. And when you do drive off, don't forget to lower the pop top down and disconnect the electric supply if you're using the mains hookup.